Hi everyone, my name is Larissa Biasotto. I'm a PhD student from Universidade Federal do Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil, and I will show my lightning presentation about bird electrocution. Electrocution on power line is one of the major human-related causes of bird mortality and important conservation issues worldwide. Besides impacts on bird population, electrocution causes power outages, resulting in damage to network integrity. Generating information at large scales without resorting to local mortality data is useful for the development of regional management strategies, particularly in countries where electrocution is poorly documented. Here we propose a framework to assess the risk of bird electrocution as an interaction between the species-specific exposure to power lines, represented by pole density within a species range, and susceptibility by morphological and behavioral traits as wing length and behavior of perching or nesting on wires and poles. We apply this framework to the Brazilian territory and biomes to analyze the distribution of the overall bird susceptibility, identify priority species for conservation measures, and model distribution of the overall risk of bird electrocution. After analyzing the overall pole density and the susceptibility to electrocution for all regular Brazilian birds, we identified 283 species that face a real risk of electrocution. We found that Pantanal biome concentrates the higher number of susceptible species. We identified 38 species that were classified as priorities with high risk, and finally, we highlighted the Atlantic forest as a hotspot where the risk of bird electrocution is probably higher. Bird electrocutions remain largely off the radar of conservation in most countries, including Brazil. Our framework is useful as a preliminary assessment, which we recognize targeted regions and species to receive priority attention. We recommended that the routing of new power lines must avoid regions with high susceptibility, that priority species receive special attention during power line environmental license, and that mitigation measures like pole retrofitting should be evaluated to reduce the risk of a bird electrocution in priority areas. Overall, our approach can be replicated in any geographic areas of the world where information on bird electrocution is scarce or non-existent. Thank you everyone for attention.